Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for always creating time and following what we do here at Mukwa Times, Separate TV, and of course, Mukwa Times Gusi version. We keep on engaging people across on various topics, and here we say things the way they are. KK said that we call this show the Organic Show.
Yeah.
KK, do you remember that you're the one who gave this name?
Yeah, true. I remember.
Yeah. So today, it is a very simple topic we want to share here, where I've asked which way for the Mount Kenya region. KK, I really wanted first his topic, his story gave vizuri sana, where we have Ndindi Nyoras come up with a party. Irungu Kangata will adjoint Gachagua. We have
Yeah.
someone from Kiambu County by the name of Matangi, he has a party.
Yeah.
Now, we have leaders like Mwangi wa Iria, a party. Someone like Peter Munya, he has a party. Uhuru Kenyatta has a party. Martha Karua has his. Then we have someone by the name Justin JB Muturi has a party. They are saying it's a total of almost 30 parties from the Mount Kenya region with very strong leaders.
True.
Is this going to be the beginning of Mount Kenya division?
We've had parties. Number one, Mokwa. We've had parties,
Uh-huh.
in Mount Kenya. They've been there.
Uh-huh.
I come back to your question and you say, this is the end of what?
This is the start of the division, the dividing of Mount Kenya. This is the start of the Mount Kenya division.
Zimekuwa, lakini kawaida Mount Kenya kuna kwanga na party moja tu. There was UDA, there was Jubilee, there was NARC. Hizi zingine wachana nazo.
So sahi party ni moja.
Ni moja tu, ni DCP all the way.
Ndindi Nyoro is the Mount Kenya darling. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he can be. He used to be the darling. I never know. I think he's still a small darling. Yeah. Bado ni mapema. But from where I stand, Ndindi Nyoro, tukisonga, I don't think he will stand any chance.
Now, either he's going to win or not, do you think it's okay for him to come out as a presidential candidate?
Personally, no.
He should not.
He should not. Hiyo atakuwa anajimaliza kisiasa. Kabisa. He's a nobody. As a presidential candidate in Mount Kenya, he's a nobody. But
so Mount Kenya wants to stay without a presidential candidate?
Maybe mwenye tuta support. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we don't need a presidential candidate as for now.
As for now. Now, Ndindi Nyoro, when I look at his game plan, I have a feeling that he knows if he's going to remain to be at the MP level, some other people might rise above him who will be seen in 2032. So he wants to kujipima nguvu pia, or to cement his chance by ensuring that his name is all over. People are talking about Ndindi Nyoro. And he has come out to join the united opposition. He's not going independent. So that he goes to the table and talk to the others as a principal. Is it wrong to do that?
It is not wrong, but it is not wrong, but the motives are wrong. The motives are wrong. This guy is not clear. He is not clear.
He has said he's not a mole. And he said he cannot admit anybody to his party who has been against Gachagua.
He is a mole. That one I can tell you. Take it to the bank. Nafsi yake sio shwari. He is a mole.
Let me ask you a question.
Please.
Assuming Mount Kenya is having some proper or maybe good future plans for Ndindi Nyoro. Let's talk of 2032, because I'm sure if you won't front a presidential candidate in 2017, 2022, you don't front a presidential candidate in 2030, 2027. I think 2027, 2032 will be okay for you guys. Sindio?
It's okay, yeah, but
yeah. Then what is the right time for Ndindi Nyoro to come out? It is now.
This is the wrong time.
Why?
This is the wrong time because hapa ni politics za Mount Kenya sasa ni kidogo iko personal.
Iko emotional na personal?
Not emotional, personal.
What do you mean by personal?
Naweza sema wasaliti magunia wenye wanakuja na hiyo tuchama, and we knew Ndindi Nyoro was coming. It was not ati si ati ni kitu ya maajabu sana Ndindi Nyoro ati ameapia kukuja nako kachama kake. We knew, and we also knew actually hata kama hajasema anatafuta ile kiti kubwa, the president.
Anatafuta ile kiti kubwa.
Hata kama hajatangaza, but ni venye tu Gachagua amekuwa akiongea. Huyu jamaa hata ukiona hata akiongea, you can even see the tunaitanga nini, kwa hiyo what do you call it, ile kuonekana kwa uso, what do you call it mkwa?
Facial expressions.
Facial expression. He's not genuine. He's afraid. He's sweating. The first time he had a press, he was sweating. Juzi he was sweating because hiyo ni kitu ambayo unajua sasa yeye alikula na shetani anamwambia wewe fanya venye nitakwambia.
This guy was impeached. He was, he was also thrown out.
By who? Impeached by who?
William Ruto from the budget making committee.
Hapana, hatujazaliwa jana bwana. We were not born. Mount Kenya was not born yesterday.
And he has been hammering William Ruto.
Aje, hiyo si ni kitu amekaa tu akaongea tu. Hiyo ni biashara bana.
Hapo
ni biashara, hapo hakuna kitu hapo. That's a mold.
Alafu David nakupea chance. Alafu KK. If Ndindi Nyoro wants to do like how Uhuru Kenyatta did. You guys, you had Kibaki, but Uhuru Kenyatta still akasimama akaeka jina yake. Watu wakamjua Kenya mzima. So he's also doing the same thing in preparation for 2032. Is it wrong to do that?
Haezi jilinganisha na Uhuru Kenyatta. He's a nobody. Uhuru Kenyatta, that's another league. What? You can't compare Ndindi Nyoro with Uhuru Kenyatta bwana. Hiyo ni kama kifo na uhai.
According to you, what could he have done as the best decision?
Angekuja tu anyway, si ati angekuja because first of all he's a mole. So hata kuna mali anakuja. Hata sema tia. In fact hata Ndindi Nyoro hata si mtu wa kuongea kwa sai. Let us talk of Ndindi Nyoro probably next year huko mwezi wa 6 huko. Let's talk of Ndindi Nyoro there, but not now. He's irrelevant.
Irrelevant. You know, I watched Rigathi Gachagua today at Kiaru.
Yes.
He did proper mobilization. We saw people really were well mobilized to come.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the cheering that we usually see in Rigathi Gachagua's events.
Ni kidogo tu, unajua tu in the events hii chama ya Ndindi Nyoro sitakuja tu na wale matakataka wote kina Kionjuri wote wataingia.
Alikataa. Ndindi Nyoro alikataa.
Hiyo ni kukataa na mdomo. Hakuna kitu hapo. There is nothing. And hata akikataa inatuonyesha hata vizuri sana yeye ndio mole zaidi. Because hata Gachagua mwenyewe hajakataa au watu matakataka wenye wanatoka DCP.
Okay.
Yeye anataka tu kuweka tu ka image. Yeye ako hapa ku separate kura. In fact, he wants to run like a president.
Yeah, that one is clear.
Ati sasa atafikiria ati watu wa Mount Kenya wanaweza msupport.
No, amesema anaingia kwa broad based. Sorry, amesema anaingia kwa alternative government, united opposition.
Lakini si atasimama tu.
No, amesema atakuwa kwa broad based, wachague mtu mmoja. Na kama watamchagua ni sawa. Kama watamchagua will support whoever.
Ndindi Nyoro is running. Na hata akikuja kama principal anakuja kusupport nani? Matiang'i, Kalonzo ama anakuja kusupport nani? You know, hata hiyo speech yake and all that thing, hiyo hata si kitu hata angefaa kuita media. Hiyo ni kitu hata angetuma tu kwa ile it's called what? That whatever, that mtandao X or something. Hiyo si kitu angeshinda akiita watu.
Nakupea chance David.
Hiyo sasa alikuwa anaita watu ya nini sasa?
Nataka kuongea kidogo ndio.
Nakupea chance kidogo tu. Now, for those who are watching us from home, thank you so much for always creating time to follow us here at Mukwa Times. We've started doing the shows as from 11 because we realize many people come on board at 11 onwards. So if you want to participate, just like KK and David here, the number is 0740506234. Just here on the screen. Text me the word WhatsApp, the word join on WhatsApp through that number 0740506234, and I'll send you the link straight away. It's just one step, then you join just like KK and David. Please feel free to do so. Give your contributions here. And on the comment section, feel free to also contribute there. We are going to read your comments so that we see which way for Mount Kenya. David, let me allow you to come in, please. Share your opinion. What do you think is happening in Mount Kenya right now?
You know, when I listen KK so keenly, I come to realize that Mount Kenya has one problem. They normally vote with emotions. Hiyo iko. Once wamekuwa na emotions now towards somebody, wana vote tu hivyo. Let me give an example. Uhuru aliwaambia kwamba don't vote hii current regime. Walikuwa na emotion already. Walimwambia aje? Gachagua ndiye alikuwa anaongoza kuhama Uhuru Kenyatta. Si walienda hapo kupigia hii regime kura with emotions. So wamerudi tena kusema ni mbaya. Na tena sasa ile emotion ile walitumia bado wanaitumia. So hiyo is dangerous. Sometimes when you enter into politics, control your emotion. Reason is a bit. So my thinking is unajua Ndindi Nyoro yeye amekuja. Na ule na msichana ako hapo, na msichana hako next year. So kila mtu anakuja na bargaining power yake. Hawezi kuwa anaingia eti aingie DCP. Unaona? Gachagua alitoka kwa mkubwa wa Ruto. Sababu alikosana na Ruto akimuitisha pesa, akakataa akakuja. Kwa nini hakuingia hizo chama na alipata chama akasema mimi nafungua chama? Na mkuu kuna swali nataka niulize KK, akuwe tu fair.
David, before endelea, acha KK atujibu swali. KK tujibu swali. Gachagua alikuja akapata Jubilee, akapata chama cha kazi. Mbona hakuingia hivyo vyama by the way? Anataka wengine waingie DCP. Hebu tuambie.
Kwa sababu hata ukiangalia Gachagua chama yake tukienda deep, it is the only party that tumekuwa na watu wengi sana wanasimama, but Gachagua nikiangalia Gachagua, I like his house because Gachagua hajakuja just like any other person. Gachagua sahi hata tukiangalia, despite watu wengi sana wanatafuta presidency, because hata ukiangalia Jubilee sahi inatafuta presidency, Nyoro anatafuta presidency, all the other whatever, they're looking for presidency. Even Sifuna, those Linda Mwananchi wanaangalia presidency. But the best thing that I've loved about Gachagua, trajectory of politics, he's looking forward for MPs, he's busy looking forward for the house, kujenga nyumba, MPs, senators, MCAs. Ni chama gani ingine sahi?
Abel.
Ngoja
Chama gani ingine sahi?
David.
Na ndio unaona huyu tumutu.
David, yes, ndio nataka ijikue vizuri.
Huyu tumutu tunaingia na wewe. Huyu tumutu tunaingia na wewe. They overlook such factors. Wanaangalianga the big seat. Lakini Gachagua ni mtu anatengeneza nyumba yake holistically from the ground. It has never happened.
Now, the question from David is that when Gachagua was quitting government, there were parties which had already existed, which were existing.
Na ziko.
Mbona hakujoin hata PNP ya Martha Karua?
Na za kina nani ni mingi.
Mbona hakujoin hata PNP?
Lakini hata ukiangalia chama mingi Mount Kenya zinakuwa zimesoma kama mti. Ukiangalia ukiangalia kina Martha Karua ni yeye tu. Hana hata MCA, hana hata nini. Ni yeye tu. Zinakuwa zimesoma kama miti. Ni chama mtu moja tu. Mount Kenya ndio kuna chama mingi sana sikatai. Kina Mwangi wa Kionjori wako na machama. Kina Moses Kuria wako na machama, lakini ni hao tu. Behind the chama. Ni jina na yeye. Lakini ukiangalia ile chama
ngoja kidogo David amalize hiyo point.
Ukiangalia ile chama inasimamanga Mount Kenya, it says labda kama Jubilee ama DCP, vitu kama hizo.
Now, David,
wacha niulize swali lingine. Leo nauliza swali ni haya. Tangu wewe ujue siasa, si ndio? Nitajie moja hivi. Iko na commission ya watu 7 wanafeti watu. Kwa hivyo hawa waendi kujichagulia wabunge, wamesafetiwa wanaambiwa ni huyu. Hiyo DCP iko na watu 7 wenye wanafeti watu. Wewe umeiona huko? Nitajie moja yenye imeweka commission ya watu 7, eti lazima ukuwe vetted ndio uingie.
Wewe umekuwa ODM na umekuwa mkisupport ODM full suit. So kwa hivyo usikuje hapa kutuliza maswali mlima.
Ni overall. Nimeongeza vibaya.
Nyinyi mmekuwa mkisupport ODM bila kufikiria.
Tusikue na emotion.
Ni kweli nataka kuuliza. Juzi isipokuwa ni sasa tu pandia wa Kisii wametoka pandia nini? Si mmekuwa mkisupport baba?
Ukweli. Umekuwa tukisupport papa.
Yeah, so usiulize maswali bana.
Na sawa, lazima nikuulize swali, usikue na emotion.
Na wingi ndio nguvu.
Ni sawa, nitajia chama moja yenye iko na commission yenye inafeti watu. Si nafikiria wananchi ndio wanachagua viongozi. Tusikue na emotion tu.
No, ni Mount Kenya wanachaguanga viongozi.
So, wewe mtu akifetiwa ingie huko, utasema huyu ndiye amechaguliwa. What is the purpose ya kufeti watu eti? Kuna commission ya watu 7 inafeti ndio.
Hiyo ni kawaida, lazima tutengeneze nyumba yetu. Na lazima tujue watu uko yao kama ni warogi ama ni wachawi. We must prepare our house.
Ni sawa. Unajua kuna wenye wanatutazama watajaji. Haya kitu sawa.
Watajaji.
Swali lingine mkuu. Nataka kuna maswali nayo. Since KK anasabikia Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua alisimama Murang'a. Akatoa ile matamshi mbaya, anaita sijui Savina Chege na Betty Maina eti wao ni prostitute. Unaona? Na yeye ndiye alipeleka Betty Maina kuenda kuolewa na huyo mbunge. Sisi kitamaduni mkuu unaweza waambia baba yangu akinipeleka nilete msichana, hata kama huyo msichana hako na shida, hawezi enda kwa watu wa public aliyaseme ulioa maraya. So Gachagua alisupervise huyo kijana kuoa maraya, na kama alioa maraya wa kukosolewa ni nani? Hiyo matamshi ni mbaya na mnasherekea. By the way, ni kiongozi mkubwa anaita mtu maraya. Wewe unacheka by the way. Hizo imeenda nini? Msikue
siasa ni chafu.
Nacheka kwa sababu hiyo kitu nasema inaitwa malaya. Jana imeshinda ikitrend.
Ni leo
jana yeye mwenyewe ameshinda ikitrend. Yeye mwenyewe ndo alienda akachukua sijui simu akaanza kujirekoda akitukana Gachagua.
So msee kama Gachagua
Yeye mwenyewe anajimaliza kisiasa.
sawa.
Anajimaliza kisiasa.
Sikiza, msee kama Gachagua akitusiwa, anakuja kwa watu, anakuja kuanza kusema si yeye ndiye alipeleka huyo kijana akaenda kuoa. Sasa maraya ni nani? Maraya mkubwa si ni Gachagua. Sababu yeye alipeleka mtu aende kuoa maraya.
Huyo ni baba yake. Alimpeleka akamrashidia.
Alafu unakuja
thank you, good see you. Now
KK jibu, wacha KK yaeleze hiyo.
Hold on.
Sasa David nataka tuongee nini sasa?
David, allow me welcome the guys who are already on board.
Oh, okay.
Allow me start with Fidelis and also Dr. Muraguri. Karibuni sana. It's been a while. Dr. Muraguri, how are you?
Doctor. You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. KK has been suffering without you. You left KK an orphan.
Aliniwacha yatima.
Yeah, no. I've been very busy. In fact, I've just entered my house in the rural home.
Oh, okay.
Ndio nikapata mnaongea. But I'm not happy with the way Patrick is arguing,
David.
Anaitwa Patrick kama David. Huyu anasema Gachagua ameitana maraya.
David.
Anaitwa David pia yeye.
Anaitwa David. Anaitwa David.
You see, David amebeba ile statement ilikuwa bunge wakati wa impeachment wa Gachagua, where some women claimed that Gachagua amewaita maraya. I want him to produce one clip akiita Betty maraya.
Send me that clip, David, on WhatsApp nione, by the way.
Atume hiyo clip.
Nitumie hapa.
Na yeye ana propagate propaganda. Atutumie tu hiyo clip moja. Hiyo clip moja ligari akiita Betty maraya.
That would be fine. Anitumie, situme link. David nitumie kama clip. Usinitumie link. Now, meanwhile, as we wait for David to...
Ndio hata mimi nione.
As we wait for David to do his research and get us the clip. Dr. Muraguri, how are you?
Yes.
How are you, Dr. Muraguri?
I'm good. I'm well in the Lord. I'm doing well. We are pushing on.
Ile constituency inaitwa aje?
Gani? Kirinyaga.
Yako.
Niko hapa ndia.
Hiyo constituency mahali unaenda kuvae. Inaitwa?
Ndia.
Good. All the best. I hope bado uko kwa race.
Huko ndio tumekuja kupanga ground. Gachagua wako huku Sunday from Sunday.
Noma. Salimia Gachagua mwambie kuna organic show. Akuje siku moja bana.
Labda nikupeleka wa Munyoro.
No, nipeleke wa Munyoro basi. Nipangie.
Labda
hapo sasa ndini Nyoro ametengeneza party.
Hapo kidogo.
Wamatangi, ngoja David. Wamatangi ako na party.
Kidogo ndio uendelee, si mumeni.
We have so many parties within the Mount Kenya region. So as you speak today, where is the mountain heading to?
Hapo kidogo.
Just wait. Kidogo tunakupea space. Tena mzuri sana. Kidogo tu David. Go ahead Dr. Muraguri.
Nataka nikutumie hiyo clip.
Nitumie WhatsApp.
Uicheza hapo. Asua mimi utaicheza hapo kwa live stream yako.
Send me the clip on WhatsApp. I'll play it. Sina shida.
Ni sawa.
Go ahead Dr. Muraguri.
So let me tell you. I have even left a comment there. The train left the station long time ago. So Ndindi Nyoro anajaribu kukua relevant. Anataka kuingia chama, anataka kwenda kwa meza ya negotiation kama principals. And we are suspecting he is not one of us.
akifika kwa hiyo meza ya principles atakuwa mbol. So we don't trust him at all. We don't trust Ndindi Nyoro. So yeye ni kutumwa. Hiyo pate yake ameregister within 2 weeks na Linda Mwananchi ilikuwa imekataliwa for over 2 months. How? So hiyo ni wheelbarrow. And it is dead on arrival. Yaga ni agree na wheelbarrow. Let me tell you. Unajua nimesikia David anasema ati tunaangalia mambo na emotions. Who doesn't have emotions unless you are dead? All of us have emotions. All of us tuko na hiyo part ya emotion, whether strong or weak. We are driven by emotion. In fact, this election will be won on emotions. Who will be able to touch the emotions of the people more? Atabeba uchaguzi. Elections are won on emotions. Kama huwezi affect emotions hata voters kwa constituent ama ward kwenye unasimama, you cannot be elected. So David anatuambia nini mambo ya emotions? Anatufundisha nini? Kwa nini Matiang'i akiguzwa watu wa Kisii wanashashwa? Those are not emotions. Mbona watu wa Sifuna akiguzwa wanawashawashwa? Those are emotions.
Exactly.
So please David, spare us.
Now, where will you guys take all these parties? I want to understand how you're going to manage them.
All of us are driven by
Lazimekuwa. That's what I've said repeatedly. Parties in Mount Kenya have been there. Si ati ndio zimeanza saa hii, zimekuwa.
Who told you that? Nani, David? Parties are all over the country. They are not just in Mount Kenya. Hata Simeon Nyachae alikuwa na party, ni vile mumeua.
Nilipata kijana kona.
Mbona wakisi waisingie ile ilikuwa ya mbona msitumie hiyo mpaka mnaingia hata ingine imezeeka? Why not use that one? Hata ule gavana ni Borabu. Mbona ule gavana kona yake, ule gavana wa hapo, mbona msitumie hiyo? Every region has more than one political parties. Ni vile Mount Kenya ziko mingi because they have also been in power for many years.
You know, so Mount Kenya it is a region of attraction. So that's what tutauliza.
So political
Mount Kenya saa hii nyinyi kila kitu mnafanya naangalia, tukaa mimi naangalia. Naangalia because Mount Kenya ikiguzwa mimi imeguzwa. Yaani Kenya imeguzwa.
Take notes. Wewe soma. Hii ni masomo. Unajua ni vile imekuja juu, imeletwa na Rigathi juu. Imekuwa ikichezwa chini ya maji. Sasa ni vile Rigathi ameilete juu. Sasa hii ni mambo imekuwa, hakuna kitu mgeni. Chama itakuja, TF ya Mwangi Kiojoli ilikuja wakati wa Jubilee. Watu walikuwa washaingia Jubilee. Hii ya chap na maendeleo sijui hii ya Moses Kuria na imekuja wakati wa UDA. Nobody even bothered. Hata hii ya Ndindi Nyoro nobody, hata yeye mwenyewe atasimama nayo Kiharu na anguke.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay. Fidelis. Dr. Muraguru, unasikia vile Keke amefurahia leo mwenye uko hapa? Ajai cheka. This is the first time after a long time akicheka. Anyway, Fidelis, are you there?
Yeah.
Fidelis?
Hello. Nakusikia mkoa.
Yes, karibu sana. Thank you so much for being patient. Please, karibu sana. Make your contribution. Where is Mount Kenya heading to?
Okay, according to me, mkoa. Kenya ile kitu sasa naona naweza sema mimi historia ni kama inaenda kujirudia. Naona the former president wakati alikuwa akiongea akiwaongelesha akiwaambia mahali imefika sasa sisi kama Mount Kenya afadhali tukae kando tuangalie jamii zingine hata hao waongoze. Unajua Uhuru alikuwa anajua Kenya alikuwa anawaambia, na that's why naona hiyo kitu ndio imewaingia, wako so greedy. Naweza sema I'm sorry to say to quote that word, lakini naona wakiwa greedy sana na uongozi, even if wameona uongozi wanajua utamu yake, wanafaa kuachilia hiyo uongozi na hizi kabila zingine ndogo ndogo ama zenye hazijaongoza ziongoze. Hata kama watakuja kumtoa tu, wako na hiyo nguvu ya juu, wanasema wako na population yao iko juu, after wamepea uongozi kabila zingine kuongoza.
Oh, wait, Fidelis, let's have this discussion between me and you. Hata Dr. Maraguya nyamaze na Kike. Let me have a discussion with you on that. Now, from where you stand, how do you think they have shown some greediness? Leo tuchambue.
So,
unaona greediness imetokea aje?
Imetokea? Naona hawataki jamii zingine waongee kama wanataka kuleta mtu. Naona kama Moses, kama sahi nimemsikiza anasema eti mbona chama zingine hamtaki kuzitumia, mnafufua kama chama yenye imeseheka ndio mnataka kutumia. Unaona?
Nakusikia.
Sasa kusema hivyo ni kumaanisha hii decision yenye watu wanataka kuchukua kama Jubilee ndio irudi kwa uongozi, eti hiyo ni makosa. Sasa juu wako na numbers, na hizi numbers wanataka kuzitumia kupageni kwa hizi tribes zenye hazina numbers, waonekane wao ndio wanataka kucontrol ni nani anafaa kuwa kiongozi.
Now, hold on there. Now, assuming the region you come from, let's assume iko na 5 million voters. Let's assume that. And you are in united opposition. How would you have behaved? Assuming that you are from a large community, just like the Mount Kenya people, where you have 5.2 million voters, with a hard-working leader like Gachagua, how would you have expected your community to behave? I just want to understand. Just put yourself in the Mount Kenya shoe and advise them. What could you have done?
Okay, ningeambia hapa, unaona, ningesonga nyuma niseme ndio tuko na numbers, lakini kwa wakati huu ndio tusionekane kama jamii tuko na ile roho ya utu. Wacha tu support mtu tunataka naye aongoze, ndio tusionekane tuko na hiyo roho ya kutaka uongozi sana.
Juzi Gachagua aliongea Mnyoro. Did you listen to him akisema mambo ya urais?
Nilisema.
He actually does say it every day. He has said before, the one that caught my attention, it is that ikiwa the opposition wataona kwamba ni yeye ako sawa to run for president, ataleta bendera mbili Mnyoro. But in case kama hatachaguliwa, watahakikisha William Ruto ameenda nyumbani. That shows that they are free to support anybody. Aya, if I take you back slightly, back in 2022, there was no presidential candidate from Kikuyu land. They had two options, one from Nyanza and one from Rift Valley. And they voted for their favorite person. I think up to that level itself alone, they had shown that they are not greedy for leadership. What right now is happening is that they need to work hard to ensure that the Mount Kenya is locked. Because if Mount Kenya is disintegrated, William Ruto will be two-term, unstoppable. Unstoppable.
Okay.
Abel.
Fidelis, go ahead.
Okay. Umemsikia leo alikuwa kutoka East kwa Mnyoro. Watu wa East wakati aliwaambia nini? Aliwaambia ameungana na Kalonzo atamuunga mkono.
No, alisema I listened to him Kindi alisema wacha mlime shikane na Eastern. Wiper washikane na DCP. Halafu watafuta hao wengine. He said that.
Si walisema
Alisema washikane so that waongee nao wengine. And with that arrangement ndio government itakuwa. That's what actually said.
Hakusema washa agree na Kalonzo.
Bado. No, wame agree like
and you know why Gachagua is saying that.
KK, this is my war.
Okay.
They agreed. He said that they have agreed as Wiper and DCP. They work together. They look for the others, and from that arrangement, they are going to form a new government. And actually, it is the same thing. If you look at Matiang'i, he's looking for PNU. He's looking for his parties, UPA, PNU, PLP, and PDP. I mean, so that they work together as well. They form their own coalition. I think it is the same thing. It's only that Gachagua seems to be a bit smarter because he went for Kalonzo.
Okay.
True.
Yeah. So the reason as to why I've engaged you and I've put aside Moses Muraburi and KK, it's because I would like us to engage from a certain perspective. You know, assuming Rigathi Gachagua does not support anyone, how will opposition look like? Or assuming Gachagua feels agitated, or the Mount Kenya feels agitated, and they decide, let's front a presidential candidate. Will these other presidential candidates make sense? No, because they don't have numbers. So there's that need for other communities. As much as we would like Mount Kenya to support them, they also do one simple thing: show some love towards that region. In case someone wants to consider you, it feels good that this is my friend I'm supporting. Not that it's a person who is telling me, if you do this, then you agreed. No, let's engage from that perspective. I hope you are good now, Fidelis.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm satisfied.
Thank you. Now, I don't think Moses, either KK, you are supposed to respond. But you have something to say. KK.
Na umejibu.
Thank you. Dr. Muraburi.
No, Abel.
Eh.
It is also good for the gentleman to know this is politics. No, these are not government jobs that are given based on regions. And in politics, power is grabbed. It's never given. And for you to take it, you use your strength. And these are numbers. So tell me how, with all the effort the principals are putting, now they decide to go to somewhere in Pokot to look for anaitwa Okur or Okot, the presidential candidate.
But kwa sababu ni marginalized.
And because they are marginalized, now let's go and look for our court wherever he is and give it to him because he is from the small communities. No, it doesn't work like that. These are politics, my friend. So
someone has to work hard.
The arrangement, you have to work for it. Let me tell you, Sifuna have reached where he is because of working hard. And now Sifuna is, if he is not number one in that principle, he is number two in terms of numbers. Sifuna is now, he is in that league. He is way above, almost, I think he is now above Gachagua in terms of influence. So tell me how now you can go for somebody else. Tell me now how he can go to somebody else in Marsabit merely because they are small communities and we bypass Sifuna. How? Where is fairness in that? So Fidelis, this is politics, and it is not for the faint-hearted.
Thank you.
Kwa hivyo,
Martin Wanyama.
Hivyo.
Hello.
Martin, are you there?
Yeah. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Ongeza sauti tu kiasi. Where is Mount Kenya? Which way for Mount Kenya? That is the question at my thumbnail. Which way for Mount Kenya? Martin, please. Before Martin speaks, But Dr. Maraguri, this guy is from Olkalau. Those people who did that thing. Eh?
Na ni mtu namjua sana. I know Martin na apendi Gachagua. I know him.
He's from Olkalau.
Ni Olkalau lakini apendi Gachagua. The last time we had a discussion, he had issues with Gachagua.
His man Ndindi is now a party leader. Let's hear what he has to say. Go ahead, Dr. Martin, go ahead.
Nilikuwa nasema the flavor of the month.
Sauti iko chini. Ama ni mimi peke yangu sauti iko chini?
Sauti yake
unamsikia vizuri?
Always.
Unampata vizuri?
Kama kawaida sauti yake inakuanga chini.
Unanisikia?
Yeah,
okay.
Mnanisikia sasa?
Kabisa.
Nakusikia.
Okay. Mimi definitely sijai kuwa fan wa Gachagua. Lakini nakubali Gachagua ndo the most popular leader sahi within the region.
Amen.
What I don't agree ni kutag Ndindi Nyoro kama mole wa Ruto.
Continue.
This is my reasoning. Ndindi has always been viewed as a potential president, right? So he has his interests. And interests zake na ambitions zake probably ndo maana he is not willing to bend towards Gachagua's side, because Gachagua wants everyone to follow him. Na he has to be the leader, the others wako below him. However, Ndindi with his ambitions definitely zina collide with Gachagua, with being in DCP.
My friend, I will shock you. Do you know the history of Kenneth Jindo Matiba?
Yeah, I do.
Kenneth Jindo Matiba was made popular by Moi from his trip from London. You remember that story? I don't know whether you are there. I was also not very old, but I still have listened to one
read the history books, yeah.
So they planned how to popularize Matiba. Mobilized the entire Matiba from airport until Matiba felt, and he came up with a statement, let the people decide. Though Kibaki was ahead of him in Mount Kenya. So when he said let the people decide, he decided to run for president. And this was government-made president candidate. Unknowingly, they divided the Mount Kenya votes. Kibaki got, I think, 1.1 or 1 point something, Matiba got, and Moi akapita katikati. If you look at the same mistake that was done by one Peter Kenneth. Peter Kenneth was persuaded to vie for governor of Nairobi. But he thought because he have worked so much, the same way Ndindi Nyoro have worked, he was told, no, you cannot be the governor of Nairobi. You just run for president. This Kenneth. Today he is in political oblivion. He is neither even an MCA he can not get. The same thing is happening with Ndindi. I don't know why it keeps repeating itself in Murang'a. Ndindi Nyoro is being cooked by the government, but he is being thrown into political oblivion. You will never hear Ndindi Nyoro again. I'm sorry to tell you this. He is being manufactured by the government.
But Mr. Murangoni, Mr. Moragori,
Yes.
the difference between Ndindi Nyoro and Matiba
And who?
and Matiba.
Eh.
Matiba hakujua
Eh.
whatever the government, whatever the system was doing. Ndindi Nyoro is in the system. Ndindi Nyoro knows everything. Hapo sasa ndio tuko tofauti.
That is, now maybe you say hivyo.
Let me ask the two of you something.
Hata hiyo maendeleo yote ulikuwa unaona hiyo ya Kiharo, hizo vitu zote the government was involved. This guy was to be raised from the word go.
Let me ask you something.
Do you know all the bills? Do you know all the bills that were anti-government?
Yeah, the boy is behind.
Did they never support? He was absent in all of them. Ndindi Nyoro is being manufactured, is being fattened for slaughter by government, and he is being used to divide the Mount Kenya vote. Maybe knowingly or unknowingly. I don't know.
Let me tell you one thing. Unaona hizo deals zote za kina Ruto, kina CBN Bank, jinsi ya kuficha pesa. The boy is involved.
So whoever is in ana feel tukiongea mambo ya Dede kutoka Orokarau, tafadhali tupatie break kidogo, wacha kijana ajikarange na mafuta yake, na tutamsomanga kwa history books.
Na msisahau CBN Bank. CBN Bank ni Ndindi Nyoro. Hiyo ni mkono ya Ndindi Nyoro.
Keke sikia Martin anasema aje? Martin go ahead.
Anasema saa hii politics ni kung'ang'ana na kupigana.
Lakini with some level of smartness.
Ni kung'ang'ana na kupigana. Ndindi clearly ameindicate ako side ya opposition.
Let me shock you. Let me give you another shocking revelation. Have you heard mwenye anapea one of the people who are giving the intelligence ni Eric Wamobi? Umesikia hiyo? Sasa hii ni zile unasikianga undercover huku. Unasikianga na huku tu undercover. Now let me tell you. Si mambo hata kama unaona Kang'ata is very wise. Kang'ata can even become a president tomorrow. Because he is moving with the people. If you leave your people behind, where are you going? You go with the people. So Ndindi Nyoro is assuming that he can chart his own way because he is politically correct. It is true, democratically he is right. But where is he going? We are not where he is going. Whether he is in united opposition or not, as long as ako kwa chama yake, we are not with him. So wakati tutatupa chama zingine tutamutuma pamoja na yeye. Ni ile unasikianga you throw the baby with the bad water. Kwa hivyo anapotea, mtu wako anapotea. Angeingia nyuma ya Rigathi Gachagua, Gachagua ni mzee, anaondokea siasa, maybe even in the next one hatakuwa popular. These are the boys.
Gachagua kuna mahali anaenda. Mkae mkijua hivyo.
No, hata kama hakuna mahali anaenda, kuna mahali anatupeleka. That is the point.
Mkimpea hiyo huge influence, hakuna mahali anaenda because his intention ni kukuwa na a strong party na to always have that control, yeah? Like whatever is happening within the region.
What is the problem with that?
Both of you mna agree Gachagua can never be the president, sindio?
No,
both of you can never be the president.
Now Martin, can I ask a question to Muraguri? He has said that Ndindi Nyoro ako among the parties zinatumwa nyumbani. So is the same thing going to apply to people like Martha Karua? Because Ndindi Nyoro has more influence. Ndindi Nyoro, you see, according to me, Ndindi Nyoro has more influence than Martha Karua.
No.
That I agree.
No.
I agree. For now, for now. For now,
Now,
he carries more influence than Martha Karua politically.
yeah.
But as time goes by, more revelations
Yeah,
are going to be revealed. And
yes.
by the time we get next year, Ndindi Nyoro will be in the same level with Martha Karua.
Even lower.
Let me tell
At
you,
least Martha Karua kuna msimamo.
Gen Z ndio ujue mambo ni mbaya kwa ground. Meru wamekuwa wakichaguana na chama ya Kiraito Murunga inaitwa BAS. Mpaka MCA wengi ni wa BAS. Can I shock you? Meru itakuwa DCP karibu yote. Hata hiyo BAS imeisha.
No, Moses, I'm asking for a space now to also submit.
Submit, make your submission.
But before I submit, Martin alikuwa amemaliza.
Mato, were you done?
Hadi nimelose nini ya
Sasa
I will protect you. Okay, sorry, K254. I'll protect you. Next time, I'll protect any speaker. Hold on, Kiasi.
Okay.
I'll protect every speaker so that you guys get your submissions done well. Now, before we proceed to 254, first of all, 254, I'm happy to have you on board. When everyone is asking me, Gen Z alienda wapi? So when I see you, I feel nice. Now, first of all, at the comment section, I'm telling you it's fire. Annie has rejected Ndindi Nyoro with the strongest terms possible. Amesema endi mahali except mwachie. Now, before we proceed, I wanted to ask a question, then I give to 254 a chance. Now, Dr. Muraguri.
Yes.
In a scenario where Ndindi Nyoro said, yes, I have my party, but I submit to Rigiji. What is the problem with that?
That's being clever. It cannot work.
Dr. Muraguri, he decides to work under Rigiji. Aseme sisi tunatambua kiongozi kama Rigiji. Alafu mimi wakinichagua kama president sawa, wasiponichagua ule watachagua tunaunga mkono. I work in alternative government. What is the problem?
Mukwa, it's like in our region.
I wanted to hear Dr. Muraguri's opinion, then you'll give yours as you make the submission. Dr. Muraguri.
Let me tell you. Timing is very key. Timing is always key. Sasa his timing is bad. Kama hiyo chama angetoa amekuja the wrong time wakati DCP iko na watu wameingia DCP. So you can only come in as a spoiler. So timing ndio shida. Amekuja the wrong time. Then all through hajawahi take stand kwa bunge aseme yako pande wakati wa finance, wakati wa Gen Z, wakati wa sijui impeachment, wakati au juzi tumekuwa na bill ilikuwa inapitishwa watu walikuwa wanapiga kelele yeye akasema ametoka nje. He has never been with the people. Alafu unakuja na chama ingine. Alafu una expect tukusikize. Huyu mtu hakuna mahali anaenda.
Hiyo chama, by the way, Muraguri, hiyo chama ilikuwa ikue from the word go, and even Gachagua mentioned it. Kuna kiwidbaro kinatoka Murang'a
alisema
na kitakuwa kinasimamisha presidency.
Ndio tulikuwa tunajua inakuja.
It was not news to us.
Hakuna news.
In fact hata alikuwa anatuchokesha sana. Tulikuwa tunangoja tu aseme.
Hata hii round ya chama
and that is what was very uncomfortable, sweating. Nani uliona akisweat kwa hiyo mkutano isipokuwa yeye?
Wacha nikwambie nani. Hii mkutano yake ya launching imefandiwa na government.
Yep.
He was given 8 million
to launch.
Now, for those at the comment section, Anita and Annie, I wish you could have come on board. Just send me the word on WhatsApp. I send you the link to make your contributions here because it is getting hot. I wish mngekuja hapa muongee. Kwanza Anita amekuja na unique way. Annie pia kona stand. Then I'm also seeing people at the comment section. I'm going to read your comments. I'm following keenly on what you are doing there. But in the meantime, let me welcome 254 to give his submission, to make his submission. How do you call it from the low class? To submit.
Yeah, to submit.
Please submit. I protect
Yes, now
you.
yes, habari mkuu and the
Thank
entire
you.
panel.
Salama sana. Na yako?
Niko salama, although ulinikanganya leo.
Ni God.
Ulifanya ile kitu.
Ni God basi.
Anyway, now when we go to Ndindi Nyoro, he's a funny character. Ndindi Nyoro has no escape route. The only escape route is joining DCP. If he will not join DCP, mambo yake itakuwa ngumu. And for someone like me who's from the western side of Kenya, ambao tunapima hii kiti ya presidency around 2032 2037, we are really wishing that Ndindi Nyoro makes that mistake, because if you look at Mount Kenya, the guy at the moment, the guy with the national figure, ambaye ukiangalia akicheza kadi zake vizuri, it can be something hapa mbele, it will be Ndindi Nyoro, because if Kikuyu support a Kalonzo Sifuna card, it means after Kalonzo becomes president, they will want the Kambas warudishe mkono. You see, sasa na kurudisha mkono is having a person from Kikuyu land after Kalonzo. You see, but now if you look at Kikuyu land today, the person ambaye hii vitu ni kama ilikuwa ina align kwake, ni yeye tu acheze kadi zake vizuri, it's Ndindi Nyoro, because Ndindi Nyoro alianza, he voted yes for the finance bill 2024, but somehow he managed to gain the trust of the people even after the finance bill, because of the development people could see in his constituency. But now he was talking a lot about shares, the economy, debt, everything, and the entire nation could see a leader in Ndindi Nyoro. You see, as Martin has said, Gachagua has some limitation. You can't wish away his influence, but he has some limitations, which Ndindi Nyoro doesn't have. You see, so for Ndindi Nyoro angecheza hii kadi tu chini ya Gachagua. Gachagua is 60 years. And after 2027, Gachagua may lose influence. So Ndindi acheze hii game vizuri, I inherit from Gachagua peacefully. You can see the way kina Sifuna wamecheza hii kadi na Raila hapa chini ya Raila until Raila akatoka kwa game. So this thing was for Ndindi Nyoro, but akienda ati asimame na PPK for MP hapo Kiharu, it will happen just like the former Gatanga MP Peter Kenneth. Wanaweza watamfagia, because now the narrative is Kasongo is the enemy of the community. And you see, Gachagua is a very nice guy in pushing narratives. He has managed to convince the entire mountain that their enemy is William Ruto. You see, so anyone who is going to make William Ruto come back to power is an enemy of the community. So Ndindi Nyoro will be trapped as part of an enemy of the community, just like Uhuru Kenyatta in 2022. You know, Uhuru Kenyatta was the son of the mountain. When he tried to bring Raila Odinga, whom the community didn't want, it's not that they hated Uhuru. No. Gachagua and Ruto pulled the dynasty versus hustler narrative. Now ikashikanisha Uhuru, ikamshikanisha na Raila, ikampeleka nyumbani. Now Gachagua amekuja na narrative nyingine, heri umbwa kuliko Kasongo. So anyone who is going to support Ruto, who is going to aid in Ruto's re-election, is an enemy of the Kikuyu community. So that's how he will lose in the MP seat. The second instance is if Ndindi Nyoro decides to stand as the president. Now he not only becomes an enemy of Kikuyus, but as an enemy of the entire nation. Because let's say if he will garner some votes, and on the worst instance, Nani returns back Ruto. What does that mean? Ndindi Nyoro is the person who made Ruto to come back. So even when he will want to be president in the future, the entire nation will not back him. You see that? They will
254.
see him as an, yes.
There's one thing people like saying about Gachagua has pushed, like what you said, that Gachagua has pushed Mount Kenya. No.
No.
As,
Have you heard?
as like Mount Kenya, sisi
Yes.
hizo vitu zote Gachagua anajaribu kuongea huko, sisi ndio tunamwambia, and we know Gachagua cannot tell us.
No.
Mimi Gachagua, kama Gachagua I support him because zile vitu mimi najua, ama zile vitu wote watu wa mlima wanajua, we concur, we are in agreement, tunajua. So hata akikuja kuongea anaongea on behalf of us. Angalia tofauti sasa. Ndindi is a nothing. Hakuna kitu anakuja kubadilisha. Tulishaamua.
KK, I totally agree with you that Mulima ilishaamua. It's the same case, for example, in Western Kenya today, where they have decided it's one term. But you can see, iko narrative Sifuna haja push vizuri. Hajawaweka kwa ile kona ya anything else but not Ruto. You see, that's why I'm saying Rigiji sasa ni kufunga Mlima.
Sifuna ni kujiamini, bado hajajiamini. Hiyo ndio tofauti, hiyo ndio tofauti ya Gachagua na Sifuna. Sifuna hajajiamini because hata Sifuna ndio kuenda huko juzi hiyo trip yake. Hiyo linionyesha bado wako na kale ka kitu ka labda the Nyanza region support, but now I believe they know better.
I think
wajipange vizuri because the Western region wamekuwa chini ya watu wa Nyanza, ndio wanajitoa. Ni kama mtoto kulewa na mzazi. Kitambo mtoto atoke kwa mzazi, kuna kuanga na ile unaenda unarudi, but they should be firm now. Because
okay, KK.
Now, that's what I'm saying. Sifuna should borrow some characters from Rigathi Gachagua to survive in the political arena.
True.
Because now, when it goes to the negotiation table, it's about how many MPs can you bring.
Exactly. And now, that is why I said in my discussion kusema DCP is the only party yenye napanga ma governor, ma MP, ma Senate, ma MCA. These other guys are not doing that. What wanaangalia tu president.
Now that's what I'm saying. After Gachagua, the guy where you can see is trying to do something is Sifuna, because it's like 2 weeks ago, ile mkutano ilikuwa huko Western bila kina Babu Owino. It was funded by the aspirants, the local aspirants of Busia and Kakamega. So it tells that the aspirants can feel the wave, so they must align with the wave earlier. And you know, for you to survive politically, you must have watu kwa ground. So it means Sifuna is trying to establish structures kule chini vijijini through the aspirants.
Anafaa avunje. Unaona venye Gachagua unafanya. Nani Sifuna anafaa avunje hawa jamaa, asirecycle. Akikuja, in fact, the best presidential candidacy yenye nani sasa Sifuna anafaa kuwa na workout ni atengeleze Western region. Watu kama kina Baraza nje, watu kama kina Weta nje, watu kama kina nani, sasa akuje kama team. Na hapo atakubalika vizuri.
I get you, but you can't do it immediately. It's like Gachagua alikuja 2022, right? Alikuja na kina Kimani Ichung'wah and all these people. You once enter together, then now you get the entire power, then now you start whipping. Unaona? So Sifuna akianza, there are some people wazee kama kina Oparanya who have some influence. So you can't use the whip against them directly. Unaanza polepole, wakiingia ile supporters wao wa believe in you will now start whipping them. You see that? Now, Mount Kenya, you are crying that you have Ndindi Nyoro anawasumbua. Now we in Linda Mwananchi, mtu anatusumbua ni Babu.
Wambui.
ni Babu Owino.
That is not even a subject of discussion in Mount Kenya. Ndindi Nyoro is a nobody.
Sasa pia sisi tuko na shida na Babu Owino.
That is not even a person we should even be discussing in this show.
Now,
kwa nini?
Because Babu Owino wants to form his party.
Oh.
Yeah. and Orengo. And then you saw Orengo at the launch of the PPK party. You saw Orengo at the launch of the PPK party with Ndindi Nyoro.
PPK Abu, that is nothing. That is
no. You don't ignore these things. Orengo was there. And
come on.
Rumors are that Babu Owino and Ndindi Nyoro.
Hebu nikuulize kwa hiyo uzinduzi ya nani ya huyo mtoto anaitwa Nyoro. Ngoja. Uliona mtu wote prominent wapandia mlima apart from those people? Kama ungeona Kang'ata, uone mtu mwingine prominent enye hapo tungeongea, lakini no one wants to be, hakuna mtu anataka kuhusikana na hiyo shenanigans. Because that is not all shenanigans.
Are you trying to say Babu Owino might join People's Party?
Yes. Now, what I was saying is
by the way, you know, Linda Mwananchi does not have a party.
Linda Mwananchi, and the funny thing, they want to make Linda Mwananchi a coalition party. And you see, the fact is that Babu Owino has no real influence. He's forcing things. You see, and Orengo is riding on Sifuna's wave. Wale ni watu ambao wakati wao ulikwisha, but now they want that wakuwe na kachama kao hapo, that now they come into Linda Mwananchi now as a coalition. But I think hii yote inaletwa na ile mambo ilifanyikia Rigiji pale UDA. So every politician is trying to avoid impeachment, avoid going into any serious. But again, that tells you that that is a serious politician. He cares about his future. But sasa, again, I'm told Babu is trying to avoid. Let's say if Sifuna goes for something like president or deputy president for Kalonzo, will it be possible that DCP iwache president, iwache deputy president, na iwache Linda Mwananchi, na iwache governor Nairobi? So Babu is trying to be clever that if Sifuna will get something at the national level, he will not be part of Sifuna. So he will negotiate for Nairobi governor now from his party, not as Sifuna's guy.
Okay.
Yeah, but now, we the supporters of Sifuna sasa, Sifuna must now start using the whip.
Yeah.
He must start whipping them. Because trust me, as we speak today, Sifuna has more support in Luo Nyanza than Babu Owino. That's why even when Babu are going to Homa Bay, trust me.
True.
Listen, Mokua.
No,
the war that was in Homa Bay. Listen to me, Abel.
You guys are ignoring Babu Owino.
Even Kalonzo has more influence there than Babu. It's only that Babu is good at PR. Now,
don't hate Babu and assume
I don't hate him.
Babu has no ground.
He has.
In Bungoma, in Homa Bay, why it's not for Babu Owino? Sifuna could have seen dust.
Listen
Babu
first.
Was the pillar between
Sifuna's life. Before you argue from that point, Abel, you must know that you must know that the war in Homa Bay was not between Sifuna and those people. It was between Orengo, Babu Owino, and the Wanga. It was a Luo kingpin fight. So Babu was trying to
just hold on there.
Babu was trying. That's why
we will bring that argument in our next video in relation to Linda Mwananchi
Yeah.
But
Now,
I
let
want
me
to give
just
some
finish
guys
the
chance here to speak.
submission. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It was about the kingship. Okay.
No,
So
KK,
the first,
KK, let me tell
No,
you
no,
one
I
simple
can
thing.
agree with 254. Kusema ukweli, I
KK,
didn't
let
see
me tell
that.
you one simple thing. Right now, the worst thing you can do is to trust a Gen Z. KK, do you remember when we started this show? You were there. Dr. Muraguri was there. I think in our first show, you two were there.
Yeah.
Who was this guy supporting? 254.
Matiang'i.
No, Jimmy Wajigi.
no.
Oh, it was a Jimmy Wajigi guy.
Listen.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah.
He has evolved. Now he's with Linda Malenchi. Tomorrow.
Listen. Inaitwa kusikiza ground. That's what Ndini Nyoro has failed to do. That's what Ndini Nyoro has failed to do.
Oh, wewe umesikiza ground?
Mimi nimesikiza ground.
That's good.
Yeah.
Kama hakuna Sifuna ako sawa.
He's working with Gachagua. He's working with Gachagua.
Abel, since umeniingilia, acha pia mimi nikuingilie kidogo. That's why
I'm very neutral.
Unajua nyinyi pale kwa Matiang'i mumelalia kazi.
Nani hao?
Nyinyi.
No, mimi niko neutral. Mimi mtu wa Gachagua kwa damu.
Unamruka hapa wakipata video unawaruka.
Hapa mimi mtu wa Gachagua hakuna, there's nobody who appreciates Gachagua kuliko. Hata KK hawezi.
Yeah. Okay. Actually,
from my videos,
you will realize nowadays I don't attack Gachagua. Umesikiza ground.
Umesikiza ground. Acha nikwambie. Dr. Muraguri, let me share with you something here. When Gachagua came with the United Opposition in Gusii, that guy is a machine.
Of course.
Huyu jamaa alikuwa anashika mic anapiga show, kila mtu was leaving there smiling. If Gachagua speaks before Matiang'i, people leave. People will leave Matiang'i there. So they had to balance and ensure Gachagua speaks after Matiang'i. The last rally they had in Gusii Stadium, it was late. They had to skip Kalonzo for Gachagua to speak so that the people listen to him.
Sindio.
Mimi, the ability, I think Gachagua has been underrated by most Kenyans. But his ability is beyond most people, what most people can be able to see. Now, allow me to go to the comment section because we've already hit 1 hour. Let me hear what Annie is saying from the comment section. Oh God, as we were continuing the discussion here, the comment section was also fire. People having their own discussion there. Annie was defending us, the other one was attacking. Okay, they're saying Podium leo Annie amekusupport. Okay, hata mimi. Now, what I'm wondering, why is it that Annie is not joining us here on this platform so that we get the women, a woman perspective, a woman voice. So ka Bella yuko tunakauka hapa tu. I hope she'll find time next time. Gen Z is right. Gen Z leo mwongea nini kila mtu anasema you are right. Naona, ukisikiza ground you are safe.
Yeah.
Sifuna was not wise. Yeah, you know, one thing that you guys need to know, I'm seeing Annie saying that Sifuna was not wise. So far, Ndini Nyoro has scored better than Sifuna because Ndini Nyoro has done the most important thing, having a party. Sifuna hana party.
You can have a party that takes you nowhere.
Hana party, hana numbers. Hana party, hana numbers.
No, nani hape? Leader Mwananchi now is a party.
It is not registered as a party yet.
It was registered.
No, they have a party.
Yeah, it was registered.
When was
I've told you.
What is the name of the party?
What's going on is internal wrangles between Linda Mwananchi, egos.
What is the name of the party?
Linda Mwananchi party.
Linda Mwananchi, they have a wrangle in relation to the party.
It has been registered. Muraguri, has it been registered?
It has not been registered as a party.
No, it wasn't.
They secured the name.
Party.
They secured the name.
The name was approved.
You see, the
The name
problem
was
is not a
approved.
party. They have a party. What they were doing is now having a name to rebrand the party.
Mysteriously, the ODM people who are in Linda Mwananchi have not endorsed Sifuna. Have you guys seen that?
Wapende wasipende, he's the only one they have to endorse. Actually, as 254 said, kina Babu Owino, kina Orengo wanategemea Sifuna. They are hanging because Sifuna.
And he's saying that Mulima DCP 99%, which is okay. Which is
no, Mokwa,
yes?
I would like to inform you that what is happening in Linda Mwananchi is that Babu Owino is structured. Ako na hiyo mpango yote, but he doesn't have the people. And you see, these things was in a work in a very funny way. Sifuna was nowhere near the picture. You see, all these people are surprised. Sifuna was nowhere near the picture of this nation in the 2027 election. Ile mtu alikuwa anaonekana it was Ndindi Nyoro.
That's why it's dangerous.
It was Ndindi Nyoro. It was Ndindi Nyoro and Babu Owino. So Babu Owino cannot. Now you see the problem with Babu Owino. All the information about him is coming out, and you see the problem is that when you tell something to people time and time again, they start believing it. And you see, when he got the tag that yeye ni Muhindi, as we always say, politics is local. There are some people who used to support him, but after this narrative has been sold time and time again, you can't take it away from them that Babu is a Muhindi. The second thing is that Sifuna should now start using, he should realize that he has authority. He should start exercising authority. It cannot be that you are in Linda Mwananchi, the people know that you are the leader, then Babu Owino puts a poster, anajiweka mkubwa, alafu wewe ndo anaweka mdogo kabisa huko chini. So he's trying to sell a message, and then he comes out and says, he was in Alex Makideu's podcast, and Babu Owino was saying that I will be the party leader, that the Secretary General will come from Western, Gio Orengo atapata nini hapo. So you can see how these people think. And to a larger extent, Abel, one day you will realize that Babu Owino might be working with the government. Yes.
Na tutakataa, and that is why mtukubalishe tu, but not in a selfish way. Wacha si tukae na Gachagua, because that is where structure is.
Yes.
That is where the truth is. Wacha tukae hapo kama wajinga. Wacha tukae
Wewe
hapo
nao
kama
umekufa
wajinga.
na Gachagua.
Wacha
Dr. Muraguri,
tukae
huyu
kama
jamaa he needs to be Gachagwa's team.
Who?
Wewe.
Everybody in Mount Kenya is in Gashagua's team.
Yeah.
I tell you, the way people wait for Gachagua to give them information.
Yeah.
Kitu inafanyika wanasema msijali Gachagua atatuambia tu. You see,
What if Gachagua could have maybe probably apoteze ile siti ya Olkalau?
Mambo
it
ingekuwa
will
mbaya.
Make sense.
But now the opposition right now akungekuwa na ego sian there. Sai will bulldoze them. Yes, you know right now, and this is the nature of politics. Asha prove kwamba ako na mlima.
Long live the king.
Now he has the authority of these almost 6M votes. So lazima mumuongelesha vizuri. Akiwaambia kitu lazima msikie.
Unajua
anaongea ukweli.
And Gachagua has a way of convincing people. when he comes
Unajua
and says watu watoke kwa boardroom waende kwa uwanja, hard work,
Na
and he
watu
says hard
wameanza,
work has no replacement. You can't argue against that.
and people
It's
left,
true.
and people left
David,
to campaign.
David,
unajua Gachagua
David,
is a genius.
David. Now, Dr. Muraguri, I heard Gachagua saying he's going abroad. Where?
Anaenda London,
Oh.
lakini amesema kabla aende
Mm.
anatengeneza unajua mlima haiwezi kuwa east na west peke yake. Lazima kama kuna east west, lazima kuna north na south.
North ni Kisii.
North na south.
No, alisema ni Isiolo. Alisema
Kisii.
alisema leo ni Isiolo.
Isiolo hizi kwa mlima bana. Mlima ni Kisii.
Labda ni Kisii.
Isiolo ni mlima.
Abel.
Oh, karibu. You are missing.
Yeah?
Aha.
Nimerudi.
Yes.
Alikuwa ameenda wapi?
Amejaribu kuingia sana but format yake ilikuwa inakataa.
Ni kama ile yangu ya ile siku
Alafu mko umestream channel gani?
Channel 3.
Gani?
Mkoa zote na Cyprian.
I think kuna moja imeanguka.
So mkoa kuna mazuri down.
Hakuna, zote ziko ndani, hakuna imeanguka. Now, David, uliza maswali.
Nilisikia kuna hapo na
Nimengojea video yako sijaiona. Nimengojea ile video ulikuwa unaleta sijaiona.
Okay, unajua kesho. Unaona kesho?
Hakuna.
Hello?
Sauti yako iko chini ama mnamsikia vizuri?
Unanipata lakini hakuna.
Tunakupata kuongea.
Usishinda hata ukitafuta hiyo video. Kuna mtu kama Gachagua hawezi tumia majina, hawezi tumia matamshi kama hayo.
Ndio.
He's too great. I mean, Gachagua ni mtu ambaye amekomaa akili bana.
Hiyo ni hate speech.
He's too great.
Nilipata video mimi nimesema.
Sawa,
endelea.
Umepatiwa nafasi for almost 1 hour na bado hujakama up na hiyo clip.
Ni sawa, nitaleta wewe. Unakuja kwa hii platform.
Leta tu. Sisi tuna follow Gachagua every day and I can tell you the kind of remarks Gachagua can do and cannot.
Nani Apple?
Yes.
Umeuliza mzuri sana.
Aha.
Tupa 4 Sifuna hapo na ushawishi.
Hauko clear, unaongea ukikatika. David,
wacha nishuke niingie.
Now, for those at the comment section, Annie, anaitwa Way Farm Channel.
I know Annie from another platform.
Oh,
Annie ingiangi live. Annie is a great contributor in the Kenya he's a great contributor in the comment section.
Oh.
Yeah.
She needs to be the first one. She needs to join this one live as the first one. As the first channel she joins live. My friends, let me tell you, that is from Way Farm Africa, Way Farm Channel. Anasema, Gachagua has no interest of becoming a president. He just wants to become kingmaker in the Mount Kenya region, having high members of parliament, MCAs, governors. Rigathi Gachagua knows very well. So, do you guys agree with that?
Yep.
Okay. Now, Are you guys telling me that in 2027, Mount Kenya will go to the ballot without a running mate, without a presidential candidate?
Why do they agree with that? Yet Gachagua has clearly expressed interest in the presidency.
Why are you guys agreeing with that?
Unajua kwa hii show hatutaki kushinda tukiongea mambo mingi sana, but I understand politics like business. I cannot say I'm not going to run for the seat. Lazima jina yangu pale itolewe kotini. And I must push the agenda and ndasimama. So that this fool called Ruto anaweza sema wachilie hiyo kesi jamaa asimame. Na akishaachilia kesi si I'm free. It is me now to decide whether I'm going to run or not. And of course sita run. I would have nitakuwa na
let me ask you. Tani kuulize KK. The amount of resources Gachagua ana deploy kwa campaigns zake si za mtu ako tu just there for
king making
na mlikaa na yeye chini ukaona akienda kitoa hiyo pesa kwa akaunti yake.
You can
Tulia
see
bana.
clearly from his rallies.
Tulia, hii ni siasa bana, sio vile unaiona.
DCP rallies are on their own class. Even the way candidates
hata wewe mwenyewe ukikaa chini ukijiuliza kana Gachagua afford all that tangu 2 years. Tena sio vile unaiona wewe. Jiulize hiyo swali.
Hizo pesa zimetoka wapi?
Jamaa amepiga campaigns mingi mpaka kushinda Ruto mwenyewe.
You see what happens? What happens? Each candidate akija mahali msanataka women rep, senator, MP, governor, wote wana mobilize. Kila msee ako na kofia zake za DCP, kila msee ako na hizo mabana, hizo iko na picha yake za green. So that's the advantage of being a big party where everyone.
Now Lizao alikuwa US. Do you know how much money he got? For your information.
How much?
Usake jua.
Si umesema how much?
Usake jua. Hiyo pesa inalipata US I think inatosha mpaka amalize campaign.
Tuambie ni ngapi?
Hatushindangi tukiongea mambo mengi sana.
Anita Kiragu is saying that
umeuliza kama tunajua ni ngapi.
Mungeko datida gaita kirea. Mungeko ashindangi akimwaga mtama bana. Niko garia, ni kujaribu.
Anita Kiragu is saying that Gachagua is impeached and he is not Mount Kenya kingpin. No way. Yeah? No way. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah? You see, for me, let me tell you one thing. We must agree that politics isha take mkondo sahi. You either align ama ukae kwa baridi mpaka 2032.
Either you shape up ama you shape off.
Sahi kama una run Kisii, if you are against Matiang'i, sahau. Nyumbani. Even Morara head to align. Na Morara ndo amepiga Jubilee siku zote. Morara ndo ameshinda akipiga Jubilee. Finally alisikiza ground.
Kuna clip moja niliona Morara akipiga Jubilee akisema hawezi ingia Jubilee na sasa ako Jubilee.
Even Ndindi Nyoro atapiga kelele, but at the end of the day politics is interest, and as a politician your interest is retaining your seat, the first interest. So at the end of the day Ndindi atacheze. Yes, you are business partners with the president and government, what, but at the end of the day he will align with Gachagua.
Okay, David, you're back. Are you there?
I'm there.
Ask your questions because you are coming to the end of the show.
Kuna maswali 254 pali.
Yes. Yes, David.
David, make it a bit quick. Time imeisha, tu amechoka.
David.
Amepotea. I think we can carry forward the questions.
Mimi nataka kuuliza
Uliza. Dr. Muraguri uliza.
Nataka kuuliza. Mbona nyinyi unaona tutamaliza hii safari tukienda hii safari tutakuwa na Matiang'i?
Hello.
Hukuona Machogo alikuwa Munyoro?
Watu wako na uoga.
Matiang'i though, yeah, we know he has 1 million votes ambazo ni significant sana, lakini atakuwa kwa safari.
Hata asipopewa presidential, mtakubaliana?
Kisii imekubali. Kisii nasema
hapo
mwenye opposition italeta ni hivyo.
Na niulize Matiang'i akiback up, let's say Sifuna or any other candidate, mtakubali?
Sifuna is the worst candidate to back, but there's no problem if the opposition decides.
Na akienda kwa Kasongo mtafuata yeye huko?
Haiwezi. He will go alone. He will go alone.
Hapana, watu watamfuata. Watu watamfuata. Because
it will be the end of Matiang'i. Matiang'i amekuja akatupata opposition. You must know that.
No, Matiang'i akiingia kwa serikali watu watamfuata.
Na another question. Another question. Matiang'i akikataa. Let's say sasa tumefika 2027, Matiang'i akatae. Sifuna akatae.
Matiang'i hawezi kataa. We can talk with Uhuru. We can talk with Uhuru and he will sort us.
Nilisikiza Osoro.
Yes.
Na to some extent nilikubaliana na Osoro. Alisema Matiang'i is a good worker, but he does not know how to get the job. Baka umpatie hiyo job ndio afanye. In short, he was saying Matiang'i is lazy looking for a job.
Sasa acha nikwambie. Osoro is the last person should listen to it comes to Matiang'i.
At least we should have some open mindedness. Ukisikiza watu hapo, mimi naona kama alipata.
No. I've not refused that Osoro could be true to some extent, but Osoro, one thing he has. No, wait first. 254. One thing Osoro has, he wants Matiang'i to operate the way other politicians are doing their things. But look at this, to Dr. Muraguri. Matiang'i has been to Korea for rallies. Matiang'i has been to Narok. Every day you are seeing Matiang'i somewhere. Am I saying the truth? Every day you are seeing Matiang'i doing something. You know, you rather say Matiang'i is doing things in the wrong way rather than saying he's lazy doing nothing. Yet Matiang'i is doing things. We can all see meetings. Most of them in Mount Kenya.
Now Abel, umekuja kwa point yangu, which I always ask you every day. Matiang'i went to Kuria land. He went to Narok. After the day, where are the results? You know, Matiang'i has one problem.
Let's go to Kuria with you tufanye data collection huko. Tusikie watu wanasemaje.
Listen first. The entire nation must have the feeling that you have done something. That's where Rigathi and Sifuna are beating the entire opposition. Kalonzo can do some rallies all over and Matiang'i, but they lack the people who can show what they have done. At the end of the day,
do you know that Sifuna was in Kitui at some point?
Yes.
Is there any significant thing you remember from there?
No.
I know that
hiyo iko campaign. Alikuwa ameenda kuongea na Kalonzo direct.
No, si kuongea na Kalonzo. What I'm trying to say is this. If you look at the Homa Bay rally, the best thing you can pick from there is the Gunism that we saw there. That's the best thing you can pick.
That's political capital.
Yeah, whichever thing, but that is what we can pick. Sindio?
Yes.
Does that make Sifuna a better leader?
You see, you see now that's where you go
To
wrong.
some eyes,
Here it's not about no leader. It's not about leadership. It's about politics.
That's what I'm
It's
saying
about
here.
the
So
politics of the day.
good.
Abel,
If Matiang'i goes to a place
That's
and
why
there are no
I
chaos that
always
can be able to attract that attention, you can't blame him for that.
I
Abel,
always tell you.
Abel.
Yes, Dr. Muraguri.
Kalonzo can go any part of this country and no chaos. Matiang'i can traverse the country, no chaos, but not Sifuna and Rigathi Gachagua. Why? Because of the political influence they will live in that region. That's why tomorrow Gachagua will be in this Emurudi Kill. But because he can convert people to follow him.
If there's
That's
something
what
I'm waiting for, it's the tomorrow's rally.
it will be there.
Exactly.
Chaos,
But he came to Kisii here, nobody touched Gachagua. You guys who don't know how to protect Gachagua, give us Gachagua for 1 year. Atanaona. Hapa hivi tutamprotect. We can protect him. He came here in Kisii. Akifika Kisii, we had dealt with the goons. So by the time Gachagua was coming, he was wondering where are the goons. Yeah.
Mokwa,
Here
that
in
day
Kisii.
was in Kisii. That day was in Kisii, and I never knew that Kisii town can have political temperature to the extent I saw that day. Goons, the entire town, ukisikikana we ni mtu wa two term, it was death.
So we protected Gachagua here. You guys, you allow
emotional.
Gachagua to be beaten in Mount Kenya in the church.
And what
We said
and
when we
what
came to
made
Kisii, touch Gachagua
and
and you
what
see.
It
and
was on a
what made
Sunday, and no one
and
least
what made
expected anything like that.
No,
yes what
as much as
what
we
made
learned
the
from
Gachagua rally
Olkalau,
successful
as
is the
much as we
violence.
learned from Olkalau on how to deal with William Ruto, also learn from us on how you deal with protecting the politicians. Mount Kenya,
Yeah.
you're letting us down. How can Gachagua be beaten at Kariobangi, at Gatundu South, at
It was a
Othaya?
transfer. All those are
Then you guys are watching.
functions.
Hata Matiang'i wajaanza kumnyorosha.
Guza,
The day
why?
Matiang'i will get
Catch him.
serious.
Guza
Hata yeye
Matiang'i
ataanza
tomorrow.
kunyoroshwa.
Wacha
Just
Matiang'i
wait.
ashike green. Wacha Matiang'i ashike green aonekane yeye ni threat. Oh my God. Oh.
Tunajipanga.
Sawa,
Mnachagua mkuu ameenda wapi? Kumbe ni gun.
mtajipanga Kisii, lakini sasa ikifika sasa ni Matiang'i anaenda pande ya huko kwenye kina Sifuna walikuwa, itakuwa mbaya.
Asi tunaenda na yeye. Tunawahamisha tuwapeleke Rusinga. Bro, unacheza na
To
sisi.
be honest, Mokwa,
You guys protect Gachagua. Learn from us. Let me come to the end of the show.
Hatujazoea nini vita sisi.
Sasa
Mokwa, you
zimekuja.
can't
Zoea.
you can't talk about that. The violence in Homa Bay was something else. The violence
That
in
thing
Homa
was
Bay.
something else. Those who are not even goons. Those who are people who are prepared to kill.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was not Goonism.
Actually,
How can you cut? But they is a bizon okay?
I think there's a militia
But-
being prepared in
but
Kisumu. Senior
but
match.
let me tell you, KK, our Luo brothers are getting it wrong
Kabisa.
because they have abandoned their traditional allies who are lawyers, Kisis, Kambas, the coastal community, and the northern Kenya community. Wameenda kwa Wakalenjin. Unaona? In 2027, whichever side wins, they will lose it. Because if opposition wins, people will say that if you align with Luos, hiyo ni opposition direct. Itakuwa sasa, hii ni litmus. Itakuwa wanasema wewe ukiona umeshikana na Wajaluo, umeenda home. That's if opposition wins. If Ruto comes back, in the worst case scenario, if he comes back, he will support Kithure Kindiki in 2032, and Mount Kenya will back Kindiki, and they will plead with the Mount Kenya South who are Kambas, Kindiki. Kalenjins, Kambas, and Kikuyus, they back Kindiki. Where does that leave our Luo brothers politically?
In the dark.
Politically itabidi waishi hivyo because number one, remember.
And you see, even
Hakuna
away from
uongozi.
politics,
hakunanga uongozi in the Luo Nyanza. Wamezoea kushikwa na Raila despite how useless you are. As long as Raila amekuinua mkono, it's okay. So hiyo kitu ndio wanajaribu kuleta through Ruto.
And you see, the last
254 is
leader,
Abizon okay.
yeah, he's okay, but his bodyguard alikatwa akamalizwa.
Abizona
Yeah, her bodyguard.
Akakata na panga kabisa akakufa.
Kumalizwa dead.
Yeah, you see what saved her is that she had photos with Raila.
But nasikia vile alitoroka baada alipigwa mapanga.
It's the
Nani huyo?
mwenye alitoroka mwenye aligongwa ni mwenye walikuwa na yeye.
Mwenye anakuanga wana market Sifuna.
Mwenye walikuwa na yeye ndo aligongwa. Mtu walikuwa anatafuta ni Jenzibadi.
Hata leo alitoa video akasema
Jenzibadi ndo alikuwa anatafutwa.
Abizwena ametoa video.
Yes.
Unamuita
Yeah, I think I've seen her live today.
alitoa video.
But you see, it's very
It's
funny.
so sad. What was there?
It's
That
very
was
sad.
the issue in Noma
It's
Bay
very
needs to
sad
be
that-
investigated.
that-
And actually,
that-
before you say something, I think Sifunas are becoming very ignorant. The Linda Mwananchi team. The incident in Homa Bay is supposed to be given the heaviest emphasis so that we get something being done in relation to Homa Bay. Wasigino, they go to a rally as if nothing happened. People were slaughtered. And then in Kisii here, they came for a rally. Someone was killed. It was a story that everyone knew that in Keumbu, there were attacks. The guy who died, they didn't show up even for the funeral. They didn't show up. That ignorance must be, Sifuna needs to stop being ignorant. If the others are ignorant, let him show up. What stops him from coming? This is someone who was killed in solidarity to his movement. If they continue to the rally, to the next rally, if they just take it as a story in Homa Bay, then they're getting it wrong. They're getting it wrong. People lost their lives there. They need to even follow up, even go to hospital and visit them for those who are injured. But if they
Can I
think
ask
it's
you,
just money alone, I think they're getting it wrong.
Mukwa, can I ask you?
Ask.
Umegongwa Homa Bay. How will you again go to that funeral?
No, come on. That's not what I'm saying.
You see,
I've even started by saying, let them lay serious emphasis on what happened in Homa Bay. They can even organize the person who was injured in Homa Bay to be transported to Nairobi for better treatment. They say the money we are going to use in Meru for a rally, let's contribute that and see better treatment for those who are alive but seriously injured. There are people right now struggling in the hospitals with their bills, yet they were in Sifuna.
that one I agree. But
Yes.
but in as much as let's not leave the government out, which is the responsible authority.
If Sifuna stops talking, have you heard him say anything about Homa Bay? If he stops talking, then who is going to tell the government? Is it Mukwa? Who will hear? Mukwa can speak 1,000 times and people will not even know I've spoken.
You see, we have a government that does not listen and
Say
does
it.
not care.
Let us see that you've done something, but it has not materialized. But not an excuse. Like
Yes,
the government cannot do
again
no.
and again. I wanted to criticize the government before I finish. I just wanted to say, how is it possible that they can call Rigathi Gachagua to NCIC and leave someone like Opondo Kaluma, who made sentiments that go to the hotel, push them out, kill them.
Have you heard Sifuna speak about that?
Anyone say one term? Can you imagine? And that thing happened. The largest hotel in Homa Bay, it was destroyed. Tourist hotel.
It is next to the lake.
Yes, and the person who said that go to hotels and fish them out was Kaluma. And Kaluma is out. And it's funny that 2 days later, Opondo Kaluma can come out and issue a press statement warning Linda Mwananchi and mocking them.
Where is Sifuna in all that? Where is Sifuna in all that?
Up to date, the Minister of Interior, the Minister of Interior has not spoke about it. The
Why is
President
Sifuna
of the
in that?
Republic of Kenya.
You know, the questions are, ama ni aje Dr. Muraguri?
Go to his social media.
We saw,
Go to
wait
social
first.
media.
We saw
Go to
what
his
happened
social-
in, wait first.
Let me read
You
it.
saw what
Let
happened
me
in
read it
Olkalau.
for you.
In Olkalau, goons came, they killed a man, he left a family behind. Gachagua went and adopted that family.
Na kaenda
Yeah,
Bario.
yeah.
Akawapea 2 million kwanza akadopt that family. You know,
Yeah.
Gachagua wasn't there, but he understood that this DCP that he was championing for, and he
Hiyo
laid
ndio
the hand of
ndio
help to
tunaitanga
that
sasa
family.
uongozi.
That
Hiyo
is
ndio
what we're talking
tunaitanga
about here. Sifuna doesn't need to do big,
Now,
but at least let us see effort. Mapinduzi was buried without even knowing ni nani alikufa.
go
He
to
was buried
Sifuna's
here.
page.
He didn't know
Go
the
to
sura of
Sifuna's page. Go to Sifuna's page and see his statement.
Leave alone
I don't know.
statements. Even Gachagua has been putting them, but you're talking about actions. You know,
actions, yeah.
you cannot defend him on that. Let me just be very honest. Sifuna cannot be defended on that, and it is something I've been following keenly. From Homa Bay here, and from Kikeumbu, he did nothing. Homa Bay, so far no comments. We saw Babu Wino make a comment. Sifuna needs to understand he's now leading a movement, and he can hold a press statement, sweat while making something strong, and even the entire world will listen. He can go even to BBC, talk about it, because we used to see Raila Amolo Odinga doing such interviews. He could go and even talk about it in Al Jazeera. What does he want to talk about if he cannot talk about what happened in Homa Bay? Because that was the worst we have seen for many years. Nobody has told us a story like the one we saw in Homa Bay.
Yeah.
I think it's very strategic.
I can agree with you. You're right.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think it's strategic because you will realize the guys who went to issue the press statement are guys from Luo Nyanza.
I'm not talking about anybody. I'm talking about Sifuna. Mark my words.
No.
What is his strategy? You come out, the house has been burned. You come and say that I have water. Water for what? And the house is already been burnt to ashes.
Come on, Mokoa. Calm down and listen to me.
You talk. I'm listening. I have among the best concentrations. I can listen when sleeping.
I know you are aim, but let me talk.
There's no aim I have here.
No. Relax. What happened? I've told you the war was between Orengo and Babu versus Wanga and the Oburu team. Relax. Relax.
Whichever the war that was there, Sifuna took the movement to Homa Bay. He could have said, okay, I'm not going to Homa Bay. My people stay back. Let Orengo and Babu Wino go and fight. No. I'm not talking about those small things within
the end of the day. The politics.
I'm talking about the bigger picture of Sifuna leading that team. Now, being a leader.
Yes.
Being a leader. You know, you know why sometimes I respect Anyang' Nyong'o and Raila?
You're not getting my. You're not getting me. You're not getting me. That's why I told you the rally to Homa Bay was not. The rally to Homa Bay was not a Sifuna rally. That's why you are running away from the point. That's why I told you
whose rally was that?
It was a Babu Owino and Orengo rally.
Stop overthinking on that. No. It was Linda Mwananchi in Homa Bay. Am I right?
Okay, yeah, you can put it under the banner, but
not
the guy
under the banner. Linda Mwananchi was going to Homa Bay. Not Babu Owino was going to. Linda Mwananchi. What was Abizwana doing there? Was that
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Ask.
For example, let's say Matiang'i, United Opposition has a rally in Ukambani. Right? Who is going there?
If they agree as a team, they go. That's okay.
No. There must be a mission. They're going to help Kalonzo do something in Ukambani.
Yes. Okay.
Now, it's the same thing that was happening in Homa Bay. That's why Sifuna avoided going to the local politics. It was like regarding Gachagua's sentiments on what was happening in Olkalau. It's the local politics. That's why he left the whole thing to Kinababu Wino and he gave out a statement. Yes.
In 2023 March. Let me give you an
Yes.
example. In 2023 March, there were demonstrations that were asked by Raila Amolo Odinga in the country. A student was shot in Maseno, one student, and it happened that he comes from my village, Kerok. When this guy was being buried, his home is in Tinga. Actually, I did an interview recently with the mother. Raila Amolo Odinga sent Simba Arati and Anyang' Nyong'o to represent him. From where I stand, I feel that that was being a leader. You recognize that even if it's one life that has been lost, it deserves recognition.
You
Raila was
see,
not in Kisumu when he was saying
Abel, let
demonstrating,
me ask you,
but it was
who
out
has
of the
told you,
demonstrations that he called.
who has told you that Sifuna has not gone to the funeral of those guys?
Not going for the funeral. Sifuna
Who has told
is
you
someone
that
who goes
he
to a
has not
place, you tell that
supported
Sifuna
them?
was in Kisumu for a fundraising. If okay, leave alone going to any other place. This story for Homa Bay, it deserves to be given some weight. It's
I agree
something we
with you.
cannot really allow.
I agree with you. The problem is that you want to pin the blame on one person.
I'm not blaming one person. I'm just blaming the structure where Edwin Sifuna is the leader.
Linda Mwananchi has issued a statement.
Leave alone Linda Mwananchi. I'm talking about,
You see,
we should not be having this idea that Linda Mwananchi has
that's
done
what I'm
that, Linda Mwananchi has done this.
that's what I'm
To be
telling you.
honest, I'm
That's
telling
why
you,
I'm
Sifuna
That's
is
why
a
I'm telling
top leader.
you. Wait. That's why I'm telling you. Even me, there is something I don't understand about Linda Mwananchi. When you hear them speak, you will realize it's not about the individual. It's about the entire team. So there are people who spoke on behalf of the movement.
You know the problem we have with Linda Mwananchi, Abel.
Yes.
You see, Abel, Linda Mwananchi, as far as Sifuna appears to be the team leader, we have a party leader. They call Orengo the party leader. Then
Yes.
Sifuna is leading the. But now it's not like DCP. You see, a small attack, Gachagua and mask even the attackers, and leave the government to do whatever they want to do. But the country will be left knowing who did what. But now for Homa Bay, Wanga goes to the affected family, try to pacify the ground. Kapkaruma on the other side is again explaining. But Linda Mwananchi, there is no concrete information they are giving to the public that these are the people who have killed these people. So that now we can say the government cannot do anything because they are part of that chaos, but we have known who have caused this. This is the information. You see, Gachagua even have a team that is documenting everything that is happening around him, and he is threatening the government that William Ruto will be taken to ICC. That's what we want to see Linda Mwananchi doing, so that they can scare these guys, Wanga and the team. So we are lacking some info. There are so many.
Babu,
Dr. Muraguri,
Babu,
when I was listening to Dr. Muraguri, when I was listening to George Natembeya, when he was giving the story about what happened in Homa Bay, I was shaken. To be honest, I was seriously shaken. And right now, as we speak, I'm telling you this now. Any simple threats to the Linda Mwananchi team will lead us to seeing very many people avoiding Edwin Sifuna's rallies, especially Linda Mwananchi now. You will see when they'll be going to Homa Bay. People will fear. And you know, the way that you fight these things, it is not through keeping quiet and overthinking. Like, no, we have a structure, let people do this. You say things the way they are. One is in Al Jazeera, and one is in CNN, and one is in the US giving a press statement to show what is happening, because those killings were not easy.
But now
a single presser cannot counter what happened in Homa Bay. We need to see them talking everywhere, in churches, condemning it everywhere, so that we amplify whatever happened in Homa Bay.
I'm telling you, that's what they're supposed to do. Sifuna says there's no other rally. We are giving a press statement. There's no other rally until Peter Kaluma and Gladys Wanga have been summoned. What is wrong with that?
Now, if you
What is wrong with
say
that?
that,
But
if you say that,
Why
and you
should
can
we treat it like
the
it's a normal
government
thing?
is behind that, there is nothing you can do, Moko. You can just come out and
If government is behind that,
make
then
the
Sifuna is part
pressure.
of government. Why is he
No, they
keeping
can.
quiet?
No, they
no,
254. They can even pretend.
the problem Mokoa, if you've realized Sifuna bado hajajitoa ODM ni kama bado is like still a child in the
That is not the
ODM.
point. That is not the point. They even pretend to call for mass action. We all go and broke the roads to amplify
Yes.
what happened in Homa Bay.
Yes. You know, in just Dr. Maraguri, if you did know what happened in Kisii here, when Keumbu, people attacked there. People stopped buying things there. We went online. Kila mtu mkisii ana text anasema mkifika Keumbu tafadhali pita msinunue kitu.
And
Pita.
now is it up to date? Kiumbu.
That place is down in terms of business right now because of that particular incident. Until in that particular function, funeral, Matiang'i had to come to Kisii to attend that funeral, at least to be in solidarity with that person, while the Linda Mwananchi team was not there.
Okay.
In fact, Simba Rate's people were the ones who were running the funeral. And this person died in Linda Mwananchi rally. I'm not trying to accuse Sifuna of everything here, but we should not treat deaths as a normal thing, even if it's one person. And
I agree with you.
The plan that was in Homa Bay, where people were given pangas waiting for others to cut them, to kill. How can you cut someone into pieces? And then
Now,
we treat
Abel,
that like it's okay.
Abel, are you then trying to suggest that next time if there are threats, you don't go to a rally?
No, I'm trying to say this. To prevent such bad things from happening, you must give this one a lot of weight. You must expose more. Let's have pictures because they have them. Let's have people names. Let's have demands to the government. Let's have these people being aired all over. Ruto right now can decide to go to the US. But when you expose the fact that people are being named, slaughtered like chicken somewhere in Kenya, it will be all over. Sifuna is now a big name. You should take advantage of that.
Abel, the problem is the man in charge of this country is the chief goon.
Leave alone the man in charge of this country. You are concentrating on William Ruto's ability and his state.
The international
while
community.
you are forgetting what you are talking about. I'm talking about the efforts by Sifuna, not the personality of William Ruto. Even he's the same guy. If Gachagua could have kept quiet, Gachagua repeated the story of Wetima Church in every Saturday until now. He can talk about it. That is what has prevented such particular incident from being repeated.
And
he has even talked about Homa Bay. He has exposed everything about Homa Bay.
Is talking about Homa Bay more than Sifuna.
Now can I ask, who has more information?
Then you tell me Sifuna is okay.
Bro, Gachagua has
Abel, yeah, you're talking truth. True.
The only thing Sifuna can do, acha atafutange Gachagua, apewe intel, akuja apewa na inchi.
If you want to stop it, make sure you link Kasongo to every violence. Wacha kuattack Wanga na Karuma peke yake. These are just watu wa mkono. Si unaona Gachagua anaguzanga anasema ametuma vifaranga wake, lakini ni Kasongo. Sasa wanafaa wa attack Kasongo na wa mlink na hiyo.
On that.
Ndio. Yes, ndio asimamishe hao.
Sasa ukinyamaza hivi, you go to a place, the aim of violence is to scare supporters, to scare your team. Now, if you keep quiet, tomorrow they'll target Spider. They will target Spider tomorrow. Will come and tell us now you've lost Spider.
I don't think that Bizana will ever go to another rally.
They won't. Nobody can be able to go if they are, these people are seeing these things live. If there's someone who has evidence on what happened, it is the team from Linda Mwananchi team. The government said it cannot give us exactly what happened. But if they bring out the pictures, they tell people, look at this.
The funny thing is that they have tapes. They have tapes of people who are organizing violence. They have them. They have the audios,
They
videos,
take to
and
DCI
everything.
instead of coming and telling us this is what is happening.
They take it to
Gachagua does
DCI.
that. Gachagua alisema I can't take it to DCI because they're the same people planning.
Let me tell you, Abel, this was a golden opportunity also for them to take over Homa Bay. Wait until you see
Yes.
what will happen tomorrow. You see, tomorrow, Gachagua will be attacked in Muradikir. He will spin that thing and he will take the entire Kipsigis away from Ruto, the way he will spin it. Just wait.
Now Sifuna, they're organizing to go to Meru. It's like
To
nothing
do
happened in
what?
Homa Bay. Killing is normal.
Come on. Wanga was called today. Wanga was called today in Homa Bay town.
Imagine
Badly.
that you should take advantage now and amplify it.
Yes.
Give a very
That's
strong
how we
statement.
can
You
do
can't
Homa Bay.
kill people. Baba did not leave us there. Baba never
Yes.
killed. Baba never stopped Ruto to go to Kisumu despite vying for president. Why do you
We
kill?
see.
When
It
did
is
killing
also
start in Homa Bay? Luos never kill. Why do you? I mean, what is wrong by amplifying these things?
They should take
But
now Kisumu by storm.
You see,
and
you
also
see
In fact,
that's
and also remember that you see ODM was bought by Ruto, so mkienda huko mnafaa mjue hiyo ni territory yake, he bought. Now I'm assuming ni kama pia alinunua
na
Homa Bay
share.
citizens wote.
huko si
No,
territory ya Kasongo. Let me tell you,
Alinunua
these people are
ODM,
not with.
alinunua ODM. He
Hawa
bought
kina
ODM.
Wanga ndo wanafanya PR inaonekana kama Ruto ako na ground. Ruto hana ground.
ndio
Alinunua na
hana.
hiyo pesa lazima ifanye kazi bwana. It will not go easy.
No,
Money
no,
was
no.
fast.
Atatoka. Atafika
If the
achoke.
case in Homa Bay, will be treated casually the way they are doing it, I am telling you, they'll get worse things, and the number of supporters will go down. How did they
Wangepanda
treat the Gen Z?
wangepanda
To
mkutano ya
remember
miguu.
when the Gen Zs were being stopped from demonstrating, they
Na
introduced Gunizu.
na siku ya
Where we
kuvote.
are in the streets demonstrating, we are seeing people who look weird, destroying things right, left, and center. We had to run away from the street because we
That's
didn't have a
all.
leader to speak against this nonsense.
From where we stand today, whatever happened in Homa Bay, ni kumaanisha hata voting huko, hata watu wakivote itakuwa ni kazi ya bure.
Hakuna voting huko.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
leave alone even the presidency.
Then,
Can you imagine someone who is going to vie against Kaluma or someone who is going to
Imagine,
vie against him?
imagine. What will
exactly.
this person do? A governor aspirant in Homa Bay. Ataishi aje? If we don't show some solidarity right now.
Then it means we will elect goons because the only person who can match the violence of Wanga, for you to deal with Wanga, you must have excess violence times 2.
This is the
You
time.
double Wanga.
This is the time we needed Edwin Sifuna to expose Wanga very well. Amexpose, amuuliza maswali. Amuuliza kwamba kama mama unakubali aje watu wanakatakatwa na unatokea juu ya gari na unafurahia? Kama mama.
Unajua alimuuliza unakumbuka alimuuliza budget ya 500 million ya choo. Maybe hasira bado iko.
Doesn't matter.
They are forgetting, like in Homa Bay, Dr. Muraguri, in Homa Bay it was worse. What people saw there haikuwa mchezo.
Nasikia hata namba ya wale wamekufa ni wengi kuliko ile iko reported.
Ni kubwa. Those ones who are reported are those ones who were slaughtered, watu wakiona. Are those ones they can count. Like I go with the 254 to Homa Bay, we were 2, then now one is remaining, is not there. Then we can tell in our vehicle we lost 2 people. But those who are supporting them, who are outside, who maybe fell down while running, maybe taken away by the goons, those ones are not known. And you know, when you don't give it weight, it ends. Right now, not even the DCI people have said anything. Why haven't they done that? It's because Lilia Mwananchi, they just made noise. Sifuna is quiet. They are planning the next rally.
No.
Imagine they are planning.
Mokwa,
they should even plan
the next rally.
That's why Mokwa, if you got my statements when I started, I said that the only advantage that Gachagua has is that he is exercising his authority. He knows that he has powers. The problem with Sifuna he still thinks he's
No,
under
stop
someone.
defending Sifuna. When he talks about the
Listen.
heinous acts in Homa Bay, that is not supremacy battle.
Relax. That's why I'm listen to my point. That's what I'm saying.
I'm seeing your
Sifuna
point.
thinks that he's still under someone. He should wake
Who's
up and realize
under
that
who?
he's
Under
under
who?
authority. He's in authority.
Who?
You see, this is someone who has been under the wings of Raila all these years. So when
So
things
he's
something
under who right
happens,
now that he cannot talk of the
he
heinous acts in Homa
always,
Bay?
that's why I'm telling you that he must up his game and realize that Raila is
Yeah.
nowhere.
Now you are coming
He's
to
the
the
one
point.
in
He has
charge.
to up his game. And not tomorrow. This guy should wake up today, and they postpone everything. They can't just treat that like a normal thing. They can't just treat
Again,
that as a normal thing.
Kindiki will also organize violence in Meru.
And not even, and that's how it will go. Eventually, people will run away from those rallies. If you are slaughtered like chicken, ulisikia dereva moja alipigwa panga, shoka kakatwa magoti. Will that person ever walk? He had to be amputated.
I'm told huyu alikuwa dereva wa Bizwena.
Imagine, amekatwa mguu na shock, and the entire country is quiet about it. Nobody is saying like it was a big deal. 6 vehicles burned. Where were those people in those vehicles? Where did they go? The people who were in those 6 vehicles. You know, I've been in campaigns before. We have been in Musafara ya presidency. Like now Sifuna. In a vehicle, you can find yourselves because at 5. In a vehicle of 2 people, 3. I'm a 6, 7, even 10 if it's possible. So long as mfike mahali mnaenda. But especially a scenario where you know you can be attacked. Unakuwa wengi kwa gari. But we were told 7 cars were burned. The people who were in those cars, where are they?
Natembea, Natembea said how his people escaped. Some of them were his communication team, security. You realize that Jack Wamboka and Natembea wali take another routes. Kumbe route walienda ndo goons walikuwa wengi sasa. So Natembea's cars were burnt, 3 of them.
The people went there, walienda hapi, walivuka aje.
Watu wake wali survive. Like walikuwa walifika kutoroka, hizo magari zikawashwa wakiwa washaepa.
You know, but this is not the way things should be done. Sifuna he needs to wake up and stop being like you know, I should not act the way he's acting.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Sifuna should be brave and call out government for such actions. But Mokoa, let's leave even the opposition alone. The government itself, the reason why we have government is for protection. Reason number 1, all governments in the world, the reasons we give them power is to protect its citizens. When it reaches to a point whereby people can be brave to do such things, then it means we don't have a government. Such things only happen where there are no governments. Places like Haiti.
They happen in where governments have failed. But now, in a government of this, you know, Gachagua was given us the template.
We have a failed government, Mokoa.
Gachagua was given us a template. You can see when they attack him, he speaks. When they are planning to attack, he speaks. He gets a platform, he talks about it. In church, on the road, in an interview. If there's one thing right now Gachagua has put in the list of the things that make William Ruto not to get votes in Mount Kenya, is the attack in Wetima Church. Everyone knew they have been attacked. No one died. It was just tear gassing. But he talked about it. It's like people are slaughtered like chicken. But in Homa Bay now, where we had people being slaughtered seriously, it is treated like it was a rally. Some people were hurt. Let's proceed to Meru.
You know what, Mokwa, the funny thing is that there are some people who are celebrating that they were unable to go there, that congratulating Wanga for what she did and his team.
Imagine. Nina Mwananchi team, they need to wake up. Sifuna needs to wake up. He needs to take charge. There are things that do not require structure. permission, party, anything. Like now, these ones here, dead. You
That's
can't really
that's what I'm
sleep in your house, even if you are shaken. Leaving people dead like that. He has to be sensitive as a human being. That people, because if this thing has been increasing. In Kisumu, Sifuna went for a fundraising, and he knew there were attacks. They kept quiet. Instead, Orengo organized a counter. Now, the police managed to come in, probably because of some alarm that was raised, to calm the situation. Fine. Deaths were not witnessed as such, but people were hurt as well. Now, so they knew the method is they're going to organize counter. So the other side this time around, they were more organized with more crude weapons so that they come and counter. The same thing is going to be organized because they have realized what they are going to fear. The consistency, it is what makes results to be achieved.
Mukua, I agree with you, but I want us to also view this thing from another point, that there is a narrative the government is trying to push, that for you to vie for a seat peacefully in Homa Bay or in Luo Nyanza, you must side with the government.
Then they were saying they want to remove Opondo Kaluma and they put Jaco, don't know, someone there, some guy from Homa Bay. Now, the question is this: how are you going to support that guy if you cannot assure him right now that the supporters can be safe? You need at least to talk about. You can't talk about it. Already, when I was listening to Babu Wino, I usually say Babu Wino, the problem he lacks is wisdom. He has everything except wisdom. You hear people have died. What he's talking about, it is removing Opondo Kaluma. That can't be the solution for the people who are killed. You cannot act such a situation with anger. It's about.
You're forgetting that is the ODM bunch. That is how they even if wamekuwa.
It is really hurting. Personally, I felt bad. And I've been waiting to hear something tangible.
And that is how they are sent to power. That is the only that is the language they understand. Kwa hiyo si kitu mpya.
You see, that's why Mokua, when you hear me talk about the local politics there, that's why you can hear Babu, that out of everything that happened, what he could come out says that I will make sure that Opondo Kaluma goes home. What message is Babu trying to send? The message Babu is trying to send is that I'm the kingpin.
Now he's trying to tell us he's the kingpin while people have died. There are people who will be buried in Homa Bay.
Yeah.
Babu will not be aware.
You see, Abel, if you look at the history of Luo politics, the same thing happened in 1990 after the death of Jaramogi, somewhere around 1994, 95 up to 97, when it was Raila versus Orengo. That used to happen. Walikuwa wananyoroshana kila siku. Orengo na watu wake, Raila na watu wake. Until Raila joined government, akapata the state support when he joined KANU and became the Secretary General. That's when he managed to defeat Orengo and he became the kingpin. So then it tells a lot about the politics of Nyanza now as a region.
Very bad. Acha tumalize show. Dr. Maraguri, the viewers from home, KK 254, Martin, I think David could be around, and many others probably could have taken time to watch the video here. I want to thank you all for creating time to follow the videos that you do here, but let's pray for this country. Honestly, what happened in Homa Bay, if you are told the story, it was very sad. Dr. Maraguri, please, ambia, let them follow the template of Rigiji, at least to curb some of these things. Asanteni sana, despite being late, umekuwa na sisi, Mungu awabariki. So you can end the show, Dr. Maraguri.
Yeah. Wacha niseme imekuwa mzuri, but we have a lot to do. We have a long way to go. But Rida Mwananchi must put up their socks.
Kabisa.
At least so that hii trip ya Meru sijui wanaenda kutafuta nini Meru. They ought to have done something about Homa Bay first.
Thank you.
Good night.